We begin tonight with President Donald Trump back in battleground Michigan amid growing fears of a weakening job market and rising prices. Welcome to 7 News Detroit at 6. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Mike Duffy. The president taking the stage in Detroit this afternoon at MotorCity Casino, where he delivered remarks to members of the Detroit Economic Club. His speech coming on the heels of a visit to the River Rouge plant in Dearborn, where Ford's best-selling F-150 pickup is made.
Meantime, hundreds of demonstrators took to the streets of Detroit today in protest of the president's policies. 7 News Detroit anchor Simon Shaykhed joins us live now in downtown Detroit with President Trump's message and the pushback from protesters. Simon?
Carolyn, Mike, people in the audience telling me they agreed with what the president had to say on the economy, but outside protesters telling a different story.
U.S. auto factories are now seeing more than $70 billion of new investment. Think of that. They were leaving. They were all going. They were going in the opposite direction.
Addressing the Detroit Economic Club in his third visit.
Nobody's ever seen anything like it. And much of that money is coming right here to the car-making capital.
President Donald Trump touting great progress lowering inflation and increasing jobs and global investment. His message including a claim of bringing in $18 trillion from all over the world, driving the stock market higher. This is Ford Motor Company will add 1,200 jobs to the Dearborn truck plant, building the F-150, which Trump visited earlier.
Inflation way down, but we inherited terrible growth, and we inherited the worst inflation in the history of our country.
Trump pledging to lower emission standards and eliminate fraud. On tariffs, Trump adding they've helped bring fairness and create partnerships that benefit us all. The president also saying grocery prices and gas prices are falling despite other claims.
It's tariffs that are making money for Michigan, and the entire country is stronger and safer and richer.
Among those in the crowd, I asked Metro Detroiters for their response.
From my own personal experience, I'm in much better shape financially now than I was 4 years ago.
He's going to fight the inflation. He's going to get rid of the corruption. We can bring the gas prices down, help the families that don't own any homes right now. A lot of people looking for home ownership.
But outside this venue at planned protests, critics of the president attacking recent actions by ICE, including the killing of a Minnesota woman. U.S. military capturing the president of Venezuela and what are being called other constitutional violations.
Attacking Venezuela, he's threatening Iran, he's threatening to take Greenland. I mean, it's just crazy stuff.
A fellow American that could have been me was literally ambushed in the street and murdered, and there are actual Americans who are defending it. That is heartbreaking.
The president also talked about drug prices and credit card fees being capped. In addition, he said he wants to continue investing in AI. From downtown, Simon Shaykhed, 7 News Detroit. Back to you.
Certainly a lot of differing viewpoints there. Thank you so much, Simon, for the live report. Meantime, we want you to stay with 7 News Detroit for continuing coverage of President Trump's latest visit to battleground Michigan. You can hear the president's full remarks from his speech before the Detroit Economic Club at WXYZ.com.